We're going to walk through how to properly deadlift. And what I love about the deadlift compared to the squat is it's just 5 simple steps. It works for everybody. These 5 steps, if you can memorize these 5 steps, you can deadlift correctly. One of the things about a deadlift is if I get set up correctly, the deadlift 95% of the time will be right. Whereas if I set up a squat correctly, there's still lots of stuff that can go wrong while the bar moves on the squat. We want to note that the stance on a deadlift is significantly closer than it is on a squat. So for some people, it could be as close as even like 4 inches from your heels. I'm going to put you about 6 inches. And your toes are still going to be pointed out, maybe not at quite as much on a squat, so maybe 15 degrees out. If I were going to tell you to go into a vertical jump, that sort of natural spot that you would be, boom, that's the spot. Where his shins are, line up with the smooth portions of the barbell. So there's knurled pieces of the barbell and smooth pieces of the barbell, and the smooth need to be where his shins are so that if his shins are where the knurl is, it's gonna give you strawberries. Step 1, walk forward till your shins are 1 inch from the bar exactly. We're putting the bar directly over the middle of your foot. The bar has to stay over the middle of your foot because that's the main balance point, that's the master cue. And for us to work efficiently against gravity, the barbell needs to move in a straight line, straight up against gravity because gravity pulls straight down. So from this point forward, you don't get to take a step and you don't get to roll the bar. Those 2 things have to stay in the same exact place. So step 1 is your stance, 1 inch from the bar. Step 2, with straight legs, you're gonna bend over and grab the bar on the knurl just outside your legs without rolling the bar. Step 3, bring your shins forward to the bar till it touches the bar and knees out into your elbows. That looks great. Step 4, now you notice he's rounded and his shirt is tight. And as he squeezes the chest up, his shirt becomes wrinkled. That's what I want to look for. His hips are still high, wrinkled. And step 5, drag the bar up your legs, stand up tall, lift the chest, but not the shoulders. So the shoulders are hanging, the chest is up, he's standing up and erect. If he is in balance at the top, you could stand here all day. It's nice and comfortable. Go back down the exact same way you picked it up. Good. Let go. Step back. Let's do it again. Step 1, stance, 1 inch from the bar. Toes out. Step 2, grip. Straight legs, don't roll the bar. Step 3, shins forward, knees out. Step 4, chest up without dropping your butt. This is uncomfortable. Step 5, drag the bar up your legs and drag back down your legs. Now, a lot of people think about a deadlift as being a pull. It's not, it's a push. So really what I want to do when I squeeze my chest up is I'm squeezing my chest up and I'm getting as tight as I can, setting my back in sort of a concave position, bringing my shoulder blades closer to my hips via this squeezing the chest up. And just when it's about to break off the ground, rather than pulling the bar off the ground, I'm going to leg press the earth away from my body to start the movement. That's because the knee extension starts the movement and the hip extension finishes the movement. And then I put it down just the opposite. Hips bend and then knees bend. One of the things that people will argue about is that a deadlift and a squat work often the same muscles. And that's a little bit true. It works all the major muscles across the back of the body. A deadlift is gonna work a lot more of the back. And so it's really the best strengthening exercise we can do for a back. Now the question is, why do I wanna get my back strong? Well, a strong back is a less vulnerable back to injury. So it's more resilient and has a much smaller chance of injuring itself long term if it's strong. And so if you have back problems or you struggle with back injuries in the past, especially if they were decades ago, you can get strong. You can make your back strong and it'll be more resilient and less potential for injury, not the other way around.